same elementary school.
Even now, when we're in America, we're aliens.
Still aliens.
I came here, I'm like, where is my wings? Like,
Sizzle on my tongue.
hopefully this is a platform that makes people feel safe.
I completely almost forgot.
Hello, Outcast fans.
Hello, like Thailand Larry.
Welcome to our first ever episode of 2025. And so a little bit about my trip. I went back to Asia for like a whole 3 months. 1 month. Almost 1 month. It's always like I left like at a end of October actually.
Damn, I didn't realize it was 3 months.
Okay, maybe 2 months actually. 誇張咗，因為十月嗰陣我去咗 Houston, and Houston is so Asian. Like, I mean, they have so many Asian choices, and I was like, whoa.
That's what our Kevin Gogo told us too, right?
Kevin Gogo, 係喎，掛住 Kevin Gogo, and
he's in Asia now.
He's in Japan. I saw Japan, so cool. Dude, Japan would be so cool, but it would be more expensive. I went to Vietnam and Thailand, and then afterwards I went visit my family in Macau. We heard. It's funny because I'm Filipino Sri Lankan, but me going back home to my family is to Macau because that's where I was born. Yeah. And that's where my family's still at. And so...
How is that? Any difference?
Okay, so, I mean, before coming to America, like, I didn't really travel a lot, like, I only traveled maybe, for a small vacation like to Thailand.
Little trip. I know, that's one thing I regret, like, living in America. I wish living in Macau, right? Yeah, living in America now, I wish I traveled more when I was in Macau because all the nice food countries are around there.
Yes, nice and cheap.
Yeah.
Like, and I also realized like Macau's food it's kind of expensive. Like it's actually kind of like almost American price. Yeah, like because I also went to Singapore for 3 days. I almost forgot, but there is like kind of compare. Like I guess that's the same Singapore and Macau prices, except Singapore
they're like the
has
pricier countries in that area, right?
Yes, like I guess developed. I don't know, like because cheaper.
But you said Thailand is also kind of developed, but still cheap, right?
It's pretty developed, yes. There would be some places where it's like you see still beggars and kids begging. I noticed because like I went to another area that one time, like near the malls. But yeah, like it's better than I would say Philippines.
Those other countries, yeah.
Yeah.
I was just watching a reel of like people talking about living in Thailand as like Filipino. They left Philippines to work in Thailand and talking about the difference.
Yeah, and it's nice. It's clean. Like, oh my God, especially coming from Vietnam, like I said.
Yeah.
And the Thai food is just top tier.
Thai ho sick la.
Thai sick, yes, like Thai ho sick la. It's true, and oh my God, dude, I was getting $2 plates of pat krapao every day. Can you imagine that? Cheaper than groceries. It's unbelievable. And those 2 months staying in Asia, I feel like we save money than like here because the rent, it's like so high here. But gyms are expensive in Asia.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what I noticed. Like gyms are expensive. Like it's like $100 a month at least, and it's like here you can get a cheap place, it's like $20-$30 a month for 2 people usually. So
that's pretty good. For me here, like gym is like $40-$50 per person.
40-50.
So I don't like it's expensive in my like for me. So I'm like home gym.
Still cheaper than Asia though. Like
really,
but for sure, and it depends. And also, it's nice, right? If it's like a little bit more expensive, like compared to Planet Fitness. Yeah. So going back in Asia as an American is I didn't realize so many. Well, yeah, like I didn't Macau. I would say Macau more because I feel like in Thailand and Vietnam, there's a lot of foreigners there. You know,
Yeah.
like a lot of foreigners live there, especially in
Like
I would
what
say-
is it called? Nomads.
yeah, exactly.
Right.
They even have that visa there. And Thailand, they have a lot of Taco Bells. But obviously in Thailand,
Really?
you're not going to be
Interesting.
eating Taco Bell in
Yeah.
Thailand when you got Packer Brown and papaya salad in the streets. Yeah.
And also we were talking about like Filipino food because you recently were in like a Filipino restaurant because you're in Houston, right? There's a lot of Asian food, and I also yesterday I went to like a Filipino supermarket, and it's crazy that we had more Filipino food in America than than in growing up in Macau.
In my whole life.
In our whole lives, like that's crazy. But Macau is so close to the Philippines. 1, 2. There's so many Filipinos in Macau. Like-
so many.
Like
I mean,
they're
honestly.
literally locals now. Like
Yes.
they speak fluent Cantonese, even in Hong Kong. Like, but you don't get a lot of Filipino food there.
Exactly.
know?
There's more Turkish, like, you know, like this shawarma. Like I see so many
Kebab.
kebabs, sorry, kebabs. And there's a lot of like Indian food too. Like, I mean, but still, like the percentage of like the culture, like a different ethnicity food is not a lot. There's a Mexican food, like food I saw on like M Food, like the online delivery, but it did not look good. Like pizza, there's a lot of pizza also. I mean, but they don't really make it right. So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah.
I mean, I think
underwhelmed.
there is also, obviously, we have to take into consideration that Macau is a small place. Like, I get that. And America is huge, right? Like, you're in
That's
Houston,
true.
I'm in Jersey, we're still eating Filipino food.
It's true.
But at the same time, it's just that there's such a big community there. It doesn't make sense. Like, for example, street signs. I think I saw this somewhere. Why don't street signs in Macau have Tagalog?
That's
Like
true.
I go to a random river walk, like in New York by Hudson River, and there's English, Spanish, and Korean.
Wow.
Like that's how I guess inclusive.
That's true.
it
In San
is.
Francisco, they have Tagalog. Like even
See?
yeah, because it's like
Yeah.
the number one like ethnicity there, and
Right. And
Macau
that's
is so
these are more progressive things that that America does, even though people say in America everyone's racist.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
Yeah,
Oh
like-
my god. And they
But
say
you
like
don't-
America don't have culture, but I've had so many like different culture foods in America, like Peruvian. Remember like
Oh my
that's
god, when we had the Peruvian like ceviche. Oh,
so good. And that's when we found out like chow fa, like it's like it's like a fusion of like fried rice, like, because there's a lot of Cantonese Chinese immigrants there. I was like, how do I not know this? We're like people from Macau, and
Yeah,
we
yeah.
don't know about these things.
mm-hmm.
It's like only when we came
That
to
is-
America, there's people that
yeah.
telling us, and like
Yeah.
even in Jamaica, there's like a huge population of like Chinese Cantonese speaking people.
In like some forms that I fill out from like choosing your race here in America, like some option is Chinese Caribbean, like as an option.
That's crazy.
I
That's so
know.
cool. And how did people don't know this? And it's like, I mean, I didn't know this. If people knew it, and I didn't know this, like, all right, we only knew like, I don't know, Lusofonia, right? Like the Portuguese influence
True,
like
yeah,
places.
yeah.
I thought Portuguese already hand over to China. Like, it's like, you know, because it was 25 years. Like when I was there, it was the 25th anniversary of the handover. I was like, damn, it's been 25 years. And I was like, oh yeah, because 1990, like it was 1995, right? Or
2000, 25 years.
2000. Duh. Oh my god, I'm horrible. My history numbers. But yeah, even the president was there. I was like, oh, it's a big deal. But then everything is still Chinese, Portuguese. You know how like, I mean, if not Tagalog, at least English, right?
At least
Like,
English, yeah. The
yeah.
forms, like why my dad, who's been living in Macau for more than 30 years, almost 30 years, and none of the official like government forms are in English.
Exactly.
Like there's no English.
That's ridiculous when everybody else like is like either English or like Chinese, and
Right.
even like, I mean, even people in Portugal wouldn't have to know English to work anywhere in Macau, so it doesn't
That's
make
true.
sense. And then the signs, right? Like Sepai, it's Sepai Wan, and then they put Sepai Van because Portuguese, they don't have W. I'm like, yo, this is so outdated. Like, and there's this huge hospital that they built, like from, I went there in March, right? That hospital wasn't there. Now it's there, like it's huge. No, it's Iasmin. It's like bigger than like any of the like hotels there, and it's ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know why they built a huge ass hospital, but it's called Peking something hospital. Like it's big. Peking, yeah, Peking. But I don't know why they say Peking. I'm like Beijing. That's one thing I miss. Like going to restaurants, right? I was so desensitized on like Asian ways. I was like, when are they gonna come here? I'm like, oh wait, I gotta ask, but then I feel rude to be like, guy, and because usually in America they come to you like, oh, is there anything? What do you need?
No, yeah, that's. I was like, we were at a diner one day, and then you know how there's like the busboy and the waiter.
Yeah, definitely.
And then I was like, the bus boy girl like came, served the food, and I was like, oh, we're ready to order like the main dishes. And then she laughed. She's like, oh, it's not me. And I was like, come on, like
that's annoying, yeah.
you serve. Like I'm just here to eat. I don't care who gives me food.
True. See, I want something in between. Yeah, it's like, can I ask anyone? And like y'all like work together, okay?
I know.
But still come over because I'm like I don't want to yell for you.
But,
yeah, no, and they always give you one menu, and it's like, all right, like we gotta like share one menu and like see. It's like, yo, can we have another one? I know you have more back there.
I know you have more.
It's like, go champai, all the way champai go le. Yeah, something in between would be great. But it's like I would just sit there and be like, damn, I'm like trying to make eye contact with them and like.
Hello.
Because I just feel so rude. I'm God. Because also like outside, right? People don't look at you and like, hi, I got used to
no
that.
eye contact. Yeah.
No eye contact. Yeah, I guess it's kind of like New York City. Like they don't really look at you.
That's true.
And say, I got
it's
so
also
used
another.
to this. See,
So
that's the thing with America. Like it's a whole country with like different states and different, norm.
It's definitely, I feel like it's definitely a very different experience visiting home after living in America for so long. Like it's you kind of see it in a different light. Favorite country?
Thailand.
Yeah,
definitely Thailand. I really love it there. I mean, the weather's great, right? Oh, I hate cold weathers.
It's so cold here. My feet and hands are freezing.
And what Go. What?
That's it.
What I hate most though is like when you go indoors and they have the heat on, and then you have like I start sweating because I have all these clothes. So like, now I have to take it off. Now it's gonna be hot. Like, and then I'm like hot, cold, and I become sick.
That's why you gotta like wear like a thin layer and then the big jacket, so that you can take out the big jacket and just have one layer inside.
That's what you have to do. You have to do. And you see, like it's like for like hot weather, it's like hot outside, but then you go in and oh, it's so fresh. It's sin fu hao ting. I prefer sin fu hao ting. So that's like, I really do miss the hot weather times, and I still haven't seen snow though. So maybe it's just one thing I still have to do in a cold weather too.
Yeah.
And Macau was cold. It was like windy. The wind tunnels. Like it's like, wow, but then it's like hot in some corners. Like I don't know what this weather wants.
How does it feel coming back to America after 2 months in Asia?
It feels great. I think I already adapted. I'm an American. Guys,
does it feel American. Like I'm home?
I'm home. Yes, it does. I love the fact that I can like find any type of food nearby. Even here in Myrtle, like there's like that amazing pacapao, like in the south.
I think like I love like where I live right now because I have an Indian supermarket right there. I got a Filipino store right there. I mean, lucky me. Obviously, not everywhere you're so close to these kind of different
Yeah.
restaurants and supermarket, but
But then when in doubt, you can do Amazon,
yeah, when in doubt, Amazon.
So yeah, one thing I just really want, like if anyone here that's listening is living in Asia, all right, and whenever you come across an American, please don't assume they're assholes.
Yeah,
First off,
I think that's the thing. Like people maybe because they've seen other Americans who are assholes and like don't treat the cultures right, then they assume everybody else is, which is that's discrimination.
like they just think, I feel like they just think they can talk about us because just because some people, I would say, I guess because they're jealous. Because it's true. We have so much culture here. People say we don't have culture. We have all the cultures. That's the thing. Like, not just America. Obviously, in Canada also, UK. But we all have our like the struggles. And
At the end of the day, like it's all about being kind. Like it's all about being kind, no matter.
Exactly, and you're representing the place like you're from, and if you're giving off like hate off the bat to someone like out from somewhere else, like you're giving them a bad name, like. But yeah, it's just it is what it is, and yeah, just be kind, people. 做好人啲 ，OK。
係咯，要識做人。新嘅一年要識做人啊。
係啦，好人啲。
What did you take out of the trip? Like this big trip?
I'm so thankful to be, to be able to, I think like that's America was a reason for that, like,
I know, like I think that's kind of what I was thinking about too, like of my 2024 year, now 2025, like just like the opportunity for so many things.
Exactly.
Like, super 感謝
like thank you, universe. It's been really great, and we've grew so much.
That's another thing, or just like, I mean, it's been a while, but January is when we launched our course, and then the second course that was all in 2024, and we had our meet and greet.
Yes.
We did some collabs.
Yeah,
a lot of collaborations.
That's true, and we would really love to make some live classes in Cantonese too whenever we can. I wonder if we do like segments, like one like it's like talk us catching up, but then like the second segment be like an actual lesson. What if now we do
this
some?
Be too long?
Yeah, right. That's what she said.
Or
maybe just a few phrases. some phrases from this episode, like 唔好種族歧視。
OK。
Right?
新嘅一年學啲廣東話。
唔好咁衰啦。If you hear someone being mean, remember to tell them 唔好咁衰啦。
唔係你話what is it? Like you remember Hong Ji's like lessons? It's like
先苦後甜。
咩啊
？Confused.
性本善啊，性本善 which means
that's like a rhyme, no?
人之初性本善，性相近。I don't know.
Go Iasmin. Go Iasmin.
人之初性本善，性本善，人之初性本善 isn't like when you're born, like your nature is kind. Like everyone's nature is kind. So everyone has the potential to be kind, but you just.
It's like when you watch anime and then, they always have like a very, very sad, like traumatic story for the villain. And you're like, damn, that's why.
Like Jinx.
Oh my God, Jinx! Don't even get me started. Oh my God, Arcane 2! Guys.
Bro, I like keep arguing with my husband about why I love Jinx. Okay, I mean, I know she's crazy.
No,
I get it.
There's a reason.
But at the same time, you feel for her.
It's just life, all right? That made her that way. And so
anyways,
性本善。
係，你做人要善良啲。
係啦，下一集應該講多啲 like 農曆嘅嘢。
好啊，
maybe, right?
好啊，好啊，好啊。
祝福語係啦。
點樣拜年啊？
出入平安。
We gotta learn a few more before.
Yes, we gotta have like a list actually, because you know we gotta update it. 好啦，大家
多謝收睇
錫晒你哋啦，靚仔啦。
，like and subscribe。
Yes，讚訂閱，bye。